Kaya says this isn't getting recorded. Let's find out for sure. All right, everybody. Welcome to day 3, the final day of the 2025 revolt. How is everyone doing today? Who's been here for the last 2 days or any part of it? Hey, Michael, in the comments, this is a tremendous opportunity to connect with other folks here. Somebody told me, sent me a DM in our Slack yesterday about how many connections that they made, new connections that were helping them already. And I said, what, from Rev Genius? And they said, actually, just from the conference. So in the comments, drop your LinkedIn links. Take the next 60 seconds as people come in to drop your LinkedIn links, introduce yourselves. The chat of a webinar is like the most underrated, underutilized space to actually meet people and build relationships. Before I started Rev Genius, actually recruited people for Rev Genius from the comment section early on in some industry webinars I went on, and it was really, really cool. So we're letting people come in, drop it in. Rules of the road for today and every day. Be courteous. If you have any questions, drop in the chat. There's also a Q&A, you'll notice, right above the chat to the right side. If you have any questions for any of the speakers today, drop them in the Q&A, but also drop them in the chat because, pardon me, 2 things are going to happen. One, we're going to see in one of those ways, some people might see easier in the chat than the Q&A than others. 2, there might be someone in the chat that could help answer. So we are a community and I'm excited to do this. So I'm going to give you the run of show for today also, and lead into the day, and really excited to have you all. So the big thing with Rev Genius and how we're really differentiating ourselves, as I'm getting, no lie, and I don't even need to say no lie, you all are getting all of these automated LinkedIn DMs, outbound messages. It's cliche to mention it almost, and yes, some are better than others, of course, but how do we really stand out? And there's some people that believe you just got to out tactic others, and that's certainly one way to go about it, and that'll work for a period. But the tactics that we're using, it was signals yesterday, signals stacking last week, even more nuance tomorrow. But the point I'm trying to make, tactics have a shorter life period. And ultimately, that's all they are. So the idea of the revenue creator at this conference, this community, is to really stand out. And, I'm going to just go quickly over a couple slides I presented yesterday in case you missed it. There's a quiet revolution happening. You hear all of the noise. The quietness is people snickering, saying that they hate it, talking to one another, saying it's too much. GTM used to be about dashboards, playbooks, and performance theater. Now it's about presence, resonance, and meaning. And this is the age of the revenue creator. So it's funny, in a comment, somebody was talking about their brand strategy, and it was a phenomenal brand strategy for 2024. It's fun. Like we joke and say, hey, this used to work 5 or 10 years ago and no longer works. Duh. This used to work 5 or 10 months ago and it no longer works. It's going to become 5 or 10 weeks ago, right? So this idea of revenue theater moving to revenue creation, the old GTM, metrics mirage, dashboards full, but souls empty. Like, what do the companies actually stand for? Confusing output with outcome, scaling sameness with automation. Oh man, that was a big lesson that we all probably had to learn. And then this idea of this new GTM with meaning over motion, resonance over reach. Resonance will equal reach, or will lead to reach, I should say, and systems that remember who we are. And the idea of a revenue creator builds movements, not just pipelines. Yes, revenue is the most important metric, but so is building out your category potential, building out your market cap. If all you're doing is focusing on a market that everyone is now going for, oh, wait, somebody just built something new on Cursor and launched it on LinkedIn a minute ago, right? Like that's exact parity. Then you're really not going to maximize number one revenue, right? So see systems, not silos, design soul aligned systems where AI amplifies truth, not noise, and creates value that echoes across buyers, quarters, and time. So just a quick recap of yesterday. All of yesterday's sessions, if you missed it, will be on demand as soon as possible right after this conference, right? And check out our YouTube, all of that jazz. That's going to be incredible. So we had Jacob at Attention talk about how revenue agents serve the entire company, had a really incredible presentation thereof. Saneh of ZoomInfo talked about the GTM Renaissance, powering the rise of revenue leaders. Sophie led a panel on VC from an investor's lens, AI's impact on the B2B SaaS companies getting funded, which was phenomenal. Leslie, great friend, had a super engaged session on finding your best fit buyers, building a territory strategy that generates revenue. And I love the way she sells. And she is also a bestseller now. And it's exciting to say. Selling in the age of AI, I led a panel with 3 practitioners of the most forward-thinking companies in the game: OpenAI, Cognition, and Decagon. Jacqueline Carlin spoke on the agentic economy and is your business ready to engage? And then Patrick of Replit went right into vibe coding, talking about building versus buy equation that changed overnight for RevOps. And most of you, if not all of you, probably know Replit. So this will all be on demand. Now for today, we have an action-packed day from now until 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, or maybe shortly thereafter, where I'm going to do some closing remarks. Day 3, October 23rd. Right after me, Stephanie Martin, the head of RevOps at X Factor, is going to be talking about the end of the guesswork era. We just did a roundtable on Tuesday with leaders. It was engaged as heck, and it was really incredible to hear revenue leaders' points of view, gaps, etc. She's going to be diving in more in depth. Shannara is talking about the GTM floor, building the OS beneath GTM. She is absolutely phenomenal. Idil is going to be talking about the AI gap, and she's pulled a lot of research into the intersection of AI business capabilities and consumer needs. Everett, fan favorite Clay, running GTM engineering, foundational data for GTM success, he's going to present. And then we have RevStack 2.0. We have 4 phenomenal companies that are building the future of AI that are all going to be participating in the Revolt-centric demo day. So super important. From our, wanted to thank our sponsors: Fullcast, Attention, X Factor, ZoomInfo, Explorium, Lean Data, Landbase, Seamless AI, and this platform is powered by Goldcast. Always important to do. Now, at so many conferences, we see walls of logos of the people that support. We listen to the sessions that they have, and those are all wonderful. But we'll be releasing even more content on each to really highlight what they're so amazing at and how they're helping you, right? So just walking through End of the Guesswork Era with Stephanie Martin, as I said. The AI Gap by Adil Miriam Kakim. The GTM Floor with Shannara O'Brien. Foundational Data for GTM Success with Everett Berry. And then, as I said, the demo day. So mark your calendars for this, everybody. 2:30 p.m. today. These 4 incredible companies, younger companies, as I'm looking at Fullcast, they just made a few tremendous acquisitions, Copy.ai, Atrium, as well as Ebsta, and they're growing quite quick, are going to be demoing their products. So like, what's been awesome about Demo Day and what we're going to be continuously doing following is, it gives an opportunity for leaders to see, who are in market or not in market, to really understand some of the newer technologies in the form of a 10 to 15 minute demo. They know what they're getting in and out. And what's awesome about these founders or these GTM leaders that are going to be presenting their products, it connects them with potential buyers. Like, people display interest super quickly there. And it's a really, really fun, exciting time. So this is how it's going to look. You're going to want to come for the full hour, but just in case you want to break it down, we have breakout at 2:30, NREV at 2:45. And you've probably seen, or maybe you haven't, NREV is touting, they have like a 2-tool tech stack because their tool is a super easy and non-technical needed agent builder, natural language. We have Fullcast at 3 to 3:15, which I'm extremely excited about, to show their technology and probably also their point of view in regards to molding all of the new technologies that they've recently acquired. And then we have Lean Data at 3:15. So this is the 5th demo day. I'm sorry, we've done about 50 of them, or we've displayed about 50 companies. This is the 5th Revolt. This is it, guys. I'm really, really amped. And one quick thing as well. After this conference, we're going to shoot you an email. We'll shoot you a few, but in particular, we want to start hearing the voice of the community. We want to understand your tech stack, your problems, your feedback on the community in large, on the space, and we want to really dive in. So we've partnered with an incredible company in Boundless to really create a way for you to record your actual feelings, be featured in upcoming content on social and all of that, and really create this loop that helps us become a better and stronger community, help the folks in the community understand the state of revenue even more, and just create added value for our members. So without further ado, we have about a minute until the next session. You're going to be loving today's Revolt, and thank you so much for coming. I'm going to drop my LinkedIn link. Connect with me, and let's effing go, guys.